Okay.
All right. Happy New Year, everybody. It's Mio and Shannon with Souls and Stardust. We are so grateful that you have stuck with us. We wanted to do this very special episode, not like our regular episodes where we talk about stuff. Today, it's actually going to be a reading for 2023. We're just going to go over general energies and see what kind of stuff we're going to be facing this year and growing with and all of that kind of good stuff. So we're just going to jump right in.
Yeah, and what to look forward to.
What to look forward to.
Yep. Okay.
Right. So we're using different decks. So if you're just catching us on the podcast, we have a bunch of different decks we're going to be shuffling and pulling from. And then if you're watching us on YouTube, then this will we'll do our best with describing what we're doing. But I'm shuffling my I Am affirmation deck. I like to start my readings with these. Yeah. I am healing from the past. I am healing from the past. I am trusting my intuition.
Oh, I love that one.
Sorry, moving some stuff around.
Okay.
Think this through with the space.
I know. I'm just shuffling a deck to pull have cards pop out too as you're doing these affirmations.
I am supported.
I love that.
I am healing from the past. I'm trusting my intuition. I am supported and I am in alignment. So we're going to be finding our support, our alignment. We're going to be trusting our intuition with the decisions that we make, the directions that we want to take.
And that intuition piece keeps coming up anytime that I've been tuning in and doing readings. This is the year, this is the time of going deep within and really learning to trust yourself and discern what is truth for you versus going to the external and seeking answers from other people. This is about you learning your inner landscape and knowing the subtle differences between truth and then what might be coming up as a result of fear or not trusting yourself. So, okay. I had 3 cards come out.
Oh, bottom of the deck was I am shifting my perspective. Sorry.
Oh, beautiful. I am shifting my perspective. Okay, so I was shuffling and I had 3 cards come out. I had the Peace card come out in reverse, which means we're challenged with something in 2023. I had Chop Wood, Carry Water come up. And then I also had To the Sea come up in the reverse. So the Peace card is really about, in normal position, it's really about freedom from attachment. There's a dove with an olive branch and an egg, which is like new life. In the reverse, this is about radical acceptance of what is. It's a time of being calm, remaining calm, and having resilience and making sure you are if everything is freaking out around you, if everything is kind of breaking down around you or in chaos around you, that you are able to maintain calmness and well-being. Just because what you see around you doesn't mean that you're falling apart either. So I have a feeling we're going to see some stuff in 2023, within the human collective that perhaps might feel a little bit unsettling. And so then that is going to require us to figure out how to stay calm and what we need to do for our own well-being and self-reassurance and trusting of what is true versus what might be a story that's being told or a narrative that's being perpetuated for some type of gain. It's interesting in the book, it says this is a time of going within and fine-tuning the extraordinary instrument that you are. So that's your intuition and your ability to discern And even though the outer world may look chaotic, your inner world is what's going to have you solidly on your 2 feet. And chop wood, carry water. This is a card about really doing, like staying grounded in your everyday experience. So this is what are the things that you need to do every single day to get your shit done?
Like practical.
Yeah, like the example that's used in the little descriptive book is that when you have a fruit tree, you can't plant it and just expect to have fruit right away. You've got to maintain it. You've got to do a lot of things to keep it healthy. You've got to prune it. And this is what is all these like mundane acts are what lead to the fruit that you will harvest later, but you have to be patient and you actually have to do the work. So what do you have to do in order to maintain your peace and calm? So you have to take care of yourself. What needs to happen? Well, you take care of your home, you take care of your body, you do the things that are necessary for your health and for creating sanctuary in your home or within your family or your job. This is also taking your attention away from like, this came up in the January 2023 reading too that I just did and posted on YouTube, but it's less about dreaming big and more about taking action. So like we're done dreaming big and now we're at the point where you have to like take the steps to pursue this goal and bring it into full physical manifestation. What card do you have?
It's time to take action.
Yes. So, and this is so cool. I wondered how like this would go in terms of the cards that I pull versus what you pull. And so it's going to be fun to see how this unfolds. So with this chop wood, carry water, that's like I think it's a Chinese proverb, right? Of like, what do you need to do? You don't need to worry about the future. You just take care of what needs to be taken care of today. And you just do the work every single day. What needs to be done? That's what you do. That's what you focus on. So go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm listening.
Oh, I thought you said something. That's so funny. And then I have a third card. It's called Go to the Sea or To the Sea. It showed up. It's a little, it's a young woman in a boat and she is not looking where they're going. Like the boat is taking her somewhere. She is not even paying attention. She's actually reading something. This showed up in the reverse though. And this is about really, normally it's about being in flow and trusting source, returning to source, coming full circle. But in the reverse, this is speaking to how there may be external circumstances that seem to be blocking you from your goal. And so this is getting to your affirmation of changing your mindset, right? This is, so you feel like you're being blocked in every attempt to move forward. And there's really no hidden like reason why, like you're not being stifled. It's just perhaps not the time to move in that direction. It's like the natural ebb and flow. So instead of forcing something, you're meant to allow the natural pattern of movement to take you where you need to go. So in terms of what do I do every day? Chop wood, carry water. If something's not working, I focus on something else. I focus my attention on something else that needs to be done while this natural ebb and flow is occurring. Because eventually it's going to get going again and you'll have an opening or an opportunity to move forward. But the key is going to be, how do I stay calm in all of that shifting that's happening or within those perceived blockages, which just aren't blockages. It's just about divine timing of the unfolding. Okay.
All right.
Next.
I got Earth School. So with I Am Healing from the Past, Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth Study, Higher Learning. The next card that came out was Earthed. So Earth and Earth School, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So that's with I am trusting my intuition. I definitely feel like the healing and the trusting of the intuition are tying into this human experience that it's describing with Earth School and being human in the world, but not of it. And this link of like doing the healing work and then feeling how it's got this like chain reaction to other things. And it's very interesting. I am supported is with star ancestors. That's lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So I think it's interesting because it makes me feel like supported from the other side, from beyond, right? And because there's like the pyramids and stuff, it just feels very ancestral and ancient support. And then the last one was I am in alignment with jump in. Adventure, say yes to change. So it's like I am in alignment. So yes, the alignment, jump in, jump in, jump in.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of change this year for a lot of people. And what needs to, how do you engage that change? And also being okay with that change. You know, things may not look the way you think that they need to look, and that may be really unsettling or uncomfortable for some people. Some of you in 2023 may be like traveling to specific places. This card is it's called Activated Earth, and it's about power places or ley lines, but really it's a message about trusting where you're led. So that could be to physical geographic locations. And sometimes we just need to go places in order to have fresh perspective. Sometimes we need to go there for specific energetic activations that are on the land or the land needs us. This can also be very metaphorical too, of following, trusting where you're led in terms of a soul path. Like, what are you drawn to? What's calling to you? Why might you be resisting that? Trusting, what did you have? Jump in or in
Jump
alignment?
In.
Yeah.
I am in alignment with jump in.
Yeah. So trusting where you're led. So things keep coming up repeatedly, or you're being redirected. Remember with this to the sea card, like sometimes you can't go a certain direction, and that's for a reason, right? You focus your energy on other opportunities at that time. So trust what is ebbing and what's flowing and why that might be the case, and see where you're led as a result. I also got Inner Earth, and it literally says on the card, you'll survive this.
We got Earth School, Earth, Inner Earth.
This is a card about new beginnings and new solutions. I also interpret this as going into your inner world and really digging deep within yourself to understand or know what it is that you want, and what you're feeling and what you're led to, and coming to that level of discernment about what is your truth and which direction feels most in alignment for you, and having to trust that. But like, as you do that, new things show up for you, new insight, clarity. You have solutions, aha moments that come up because you're actually going inward to listen to your soul speak. Okay, next.
All right, those yours? Okay, I got Seven of Wands in reverse, which is about giving up or feeling overwhelmed. But the way that I feel, instead of a giving up in overwhelm, I almost feel like it's a surrender. Because the images on the other two images, or the other two cards, Earth School, look, diving in.
Oh yeah.
And then the jumping in.
Yeah.
And then this one meaning like, you know, when you've been battling for so long, right? What do you need to give up is how I was feeling it was going on. Eight of Swords, right?
Oh.
So again, with that other card, it's like Eight of Swords is like our self-imposed prisons, or the things that we're willingly holding on to, that the rope is untied. You just have to let go and shimmy a little and let it off you.
Yeah.
Um,
And that speaks directly to the changing your mindset.
yeah. And as fast as you change your mind and your mindset and shift your perspective, watch how fast things change around you. And then the Eight of Wands with that. So that's the
Ooh.
very quick
Fast
motion,
movement.
fast changes. So you have 788 so far. And then I love this because this is King of Pentacles, Earth energy, right? About your
That's
money,
daddy energy.
prosperity, abundance.
That's awesome. I picked up my tarot deck, so I'm just shuffling and having some cards come out. And there we go. 2 more. Okay, so a couple of things in reverse here. So I got the Sun card, so happiest card in the deck, right? And arms wide open. It's bright and sunny. It's a very positive card. I think of this card as your joy, your inspiration, success and abundance and fulfillment, which goes with your King of Pentacles. This is manifesting our dreams and actually having them show up in the physical. It's the yes card, right? So like this is the jump in energy, like go where you're led. This is your payoff. This is also such incredible creativity. I feel like as the Sun card, it's like how everything is birthed through the Sun card. And this is really a mantra of I am whole, I am more than enough, I shine like the sun when I'm happy. So I feel like 2023 has a lot of energy of expansion and like material success, however that appears for you. So it could be business, it could be relationships, it could be abundance coming in terms of wealth. It could be like major goals met with learning or accolades, but this is like everything's working out if you just do what you're told to do by your soul, like that, following where you're led. That's the yes card. I also got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you can jump into with this. Queen of Cups in reverse. This is very emotional energy. It's like sometimes it can be emotional instability. Sometimes it is suppressing emotions, like not actually effectively dealing with your emotions. It can be kind of controlling or manipulative that way if you're operating from a place of woundedness.
Yeah, wounded emotions, insecurity.
Yeah, so insecurity was a word that I was coming to as well. But this is also indicative of needing to listen more, needing to really sit and listen deeply, either that's to another person or to yourself. This also being kind of dramatic. So remember, like one of the earlier cards was there may be indications of things becoming chaotic. You have to stay calm. And this is like potentially us being melodramatic or irrational about things, especially if we're not getting our perceived way. It's going to require you to need to like listen more and come into your heart space more and being responsible for your emotions. So this is listening to your heart intuitively and from a clear space, not an emotionally wounded space or manipulative space. Two of Wands in reverse also came out. So normally this is a card of like travel, right?
Planning. So it's like a lack of planning, disorganization, which that chop wood, carry whatever, or chop wood,
carry water.
Carry water.
Yep.
That's kind of like if you're disorganized and don't have your shit together, like your bad planning, like not having enough supplies for the winter.
Yeah. Or this also could be like the fear of moving forward too, right? Being stuck. So needing to plan for your future, not having enough, or maybe being like impulsive with your decision making,
Mhm.
worried about your abilities, worried about moving forward and taking the next step, because maybe you're ill prepared, or maybe you feel ill prepared, and that's just an insecurity, not actually a reality. So, and this I feel like is, you'll have a lot of opportunities available to you. It's going to require you to be very comfortable within yourself and your inner landscape and who you are and how you trust yourself to be able to move forward. So this is something that you're gonna be challenged with, making sure that you feel prepared, making sure that you are going inward so you develop a solid relationship with your higher self, making sure that you're really aligning with things that you want to do, not things that you feel like you should do. Although we always want to be prepared, as prepared as we can be.
Mhm.
So this is welcoming in adventure and opportunity, like pushing aside the fear or just having courage in the face of fear, knowing that this could be an adventure, not something to be afraid of. Like, I feel like 2023, a lot of people are going to be asked to change a lot of things in order to expand. And then what's going to be the biggest thing getting in their way is their fear of their ability to succeed or be able to do it. And so they'll hesitate to take those steps. I had one more card come out. It's the Six of Cups in reverse. So this is like a card of nostalgia, of childhood, memories of like old friendships. But this in the reverse is being stuck in the past or an old way of thinking. So one of your affirmation cards was, what is it? I am reframing my perception. I'm changing my mindset or something.
Shifting my perspective.
Yeah. So this could be stuck in the past or actually lamenting decisions and actions. So like regret or that fear of, oh God, I don't trust myself to make this decision. And so you end up making a decision out of fear versus what's in alignment with you. So that's something else that we're challenged with in 2023 is, how do I move forward without taking all the the full baggage of my past with me? Like, how do I create a new way forward for myself, having learned from what I've been through, but not taking that all with me as baggage? This is also a card of forgiveness too. Like, what kind of shit do you need to heal in order to move forward and have,
because it's like something that you won't let go.
being
Yep,
able
that makes
to like
sense.
step forward clearly and expand in the way that you want to. I feel like a lot of us, if we haven't done our shadow work, you just can't expand. You can't expand into the next phases because you got shit taking up space where all the growth will happen. So, yeah. So I am at peace with my past. It has brought me to where I am meant to be. So contending with old stuff that needs healing, contending with moving beyond my fear so that I can succeed as I make these choices to move forward, and so that I can take the leaps that the universe is asking me to take. So yeah.
Well,
I know.
All right. If anyone wants to know how the relationship sector is going this year, though, if there is a connection in your life that comes with some karmic lessons. Part of these lessons, just say what you feel, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
There will be a new connection coming in hot.
Well, and that could be like business relationships too, right?
Sure. Well, however you want to apply it relationship wise.
Mm-hmm.
An undeniable magnetic pull.
Wow. Cool. So I think people will be feeling that in a lot of different aspects of their life too. Like, what are you being drawn to?
Yeah.
What is your heart calling to you? Like, where are you being led? Yep.
I love it. I love
Um,
I love it.
I do too. I am actually pulling cards from
Sorry.
the same deck. And I'm just gonna see what comes up. I'm asking for one more. There it is. Okay, so I've got love can't come into your heart. Love can't come in if your heart isn't open. So opening up. Yeah, this is hot, but is that enough? Okay, so really evaluating what is in alignment with us and how does it feel when you're in it. If it's not really calling to you, is that an adequate use of your time and your energy at this stage in your journey? And then loosen your grip and allow this shit to unfold naturally. So back to that, to the C card, where we will be struggling with wanting to move things forward, but needing to acknowledge the natural ebb and flow of how things unfold. And I'm going to pull from the Quickies deck.
Yeah. I feel like it's about just surrendering, jumping in, surrendering.
Mm-hmm. I got look before you leave.
Ha.
So that's interesting because that speaks to the Two of Wands card, right? So how do we actually step forward and feel like we can trust ourselves to do that? That's looking before you leap, is making sure that what you're moving toward is in alignment with you, and honoring that, and honoring the intuition that comes through when you're listening deeply, gathering as much information as possible. But I do feel like 2023 is about taking some risks. They may be calculated, but taking the first step. You have to move forward toward it.
Step, jumping in. Yeah.
Yep. So it's no longer about dreaming big. Like we can hold that dream, that big dream in place. And some of us aren't dreaming big enough, but now it's the time of
chop wood, carry water.
Actually do it.
Baby,
you have to take the steps.
Chunks at a time.
Chunks at a time. I'm going to ask for one
at a time.
One bite at a time. Ask for one more. Woo. Oh my God. And then 15 like flew out. Okay, here we go. So we've got let that shit go. Okay. So all that baggage that you can't take with you. And then ask for help. So this is also a time for you, if you feel ill prepared or you feel like you can't trust yourself, do a little research, ask for some guidance, ask for help, and of course, ask for help from your spirit guides, right?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Well, you guys. All right. We made it in under 30 minutes.
That was nuts. I feel like
records for us.
Overall, what do you feel like for 2023?
Overall. So let's see. I'm going to pull some random images. Let's see. What can we look forward to in 2023? Oh, look, interesting. So here's the image that came up. What's it called? A cairn?
Oh, like a rock cairn?
Mm-hmm.
So like a stack, like a balanced stack of rocks. Oh yeah, cool.
So I asked for 2023. Isn't that
it's a 7?
Which direction to go?
It does. Yeah. When you're walking on a trail, they use them as trail markers. So it's like the next point that you go to, and then you look for the next rock cairn.
Mound of rough stones built as a memorial or landmark, typically on a hilltop or skyline. So it's like, follow this. This is the way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a year of exploration, and the last couple of years felt very much like preparing, thinking of things, coming up with ideas for things, possibly even trying a bunch of shit. And then this year I feel like is the year where it gets zeroed in to be like good and solid at like being known for something.
Yeah. I really feel like this is the year when a lot materializes for people.
Yep. And
But
fast.
yep, but they have
It's
to be
like,
really honest with themselves about what they want and why, and then like actually taking the steps. You're yawning.
sorry,
I pulled a card for like the overall energy of 2023 and I got the why card.
so why?
WHY as in a question, and it's in the reverse. So this is about denying truth, right? And um, when we deny truth, it will lead us in different directions. Like if you're not being really honest with yourself about any number of things, you will be in denial about whatever those things are. And it will lead you down a pathway that is not representative of your truth. Like, following a delusion, perhaps, or really avoiding a certain outcome because you hope for it to be different, but you really have to deal with that outcome. So this is about being so honest with yourself about what your motivations are in this next year for how you use your time and your energy. And your energy is your currency in this life. So what are you investing your time and energy in, and why? Be honest with yourself. Is it because you need external validation? Are you pursuing something because you need external validation, or are you doing it because you want to be in service to humanity and you want to grow through certain lessons? Just be really honest with yourself so that you can step into that growth and expand exponentially. Yeah. What are your hidden agendas? What are your motivations for using your time and energy the way you are? Why is it that you want to go a certain direction? Be really honest. How does it serve you? How does it serve humanity? I feel like that's getting to the nitty gritty, right? Being really honest with yourself. And when you can do that, that's when you heal a bunch of shit. And that's when you also can make leaps in growing and being really authentic and bringing into physical manifestation all those things that you dream about. But you also have to be honest about why you're dreaming about certain things. We did a whole podcast episode on that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, where are you manifesting from? This is a time of getting very, very honest with yourself.
Love it.
I do too.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And we look forward to connecting and building our community and having more genuine connections and conversations this year. So thank you for joining us over the last couple of years. And we're excited to go into 2023. Just with the intention to continue to help people in however way, shape, or form that we can be of service to humanity, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's with an episode and a bunch of people listening. We're here. So we're grateful, and our hearts are growing.
Well, we love this stuff too. So
overflowing. My cup overflows. My bucket is full.
My bucket is full. All right, you guys, thanks so much. Let us know what you think and feel about this reading and how it resonates for you. And we look forward to speaking with you next time.